Okay, so after multiple hours of dealing with the spraying of the body, we finally get a body that's ready for step 43, which is the decals. And well, we've got to do a lot of cutting out first. So what I suggest here, I'm not going to show you how to cut out and use a pair of scissors. This is something that everybody knows by now. But tips here would be is to take a look at where the decal is going. And for example, this back decal, which is quite a large decal, which goes on our wing at the back. If we cut this out, we want to cut this out as near as we can to the lines as we can. And I appreciate that perhaps you might not want to cut between where it says devil fisheries and devil sum, or some might want to cut out the devil sum bit and the ray itself and then cut this one out and position it. It's entirely up to you, but you could cut nice and close here. And again, take a look at the rest of the decals and see, right, okay, I'm going to cut as close to the line but not into the line as possible, and take your time. And I'm just having a quick look to see if there's any chance that some of them are already cut or pre-cut. I don't think they are. No. We gotta put them in. So yeah, just take a look at them and cut them out carefully. If you're doing touring cars, for example, there will be loads of decals. Whereas on here, it's not too bad. They're quite minimal, not quite minimalistic on this car. So what I might do is I might cut all the decals out and label them on the back with a Sharpie so I know which ones are which, and then I'll start positioning them on the body, and I'll show you how we position them on the body. So how do you go about putting a decal onto your bodywork? So multiple ways of doing it. You'll hear of some people using a little bit of soapy water and then they'll position the decal. You'll hear of some people doing it this way, which is kind of my preferred way. There's no right and wrong, but what I tend to do is get the decal. Once I've got the decal cut out, I cut off a piece of the backing, and the idea is I can position that without that stuck down into place. And when I'm happy with it, you stick the end down. And then what I tend to do is once I've got the end stuck down, I tend to flip it over and take the backing again. And as this is quite a large decal, I will tend to cut a piece of the backing off and then bring that across and make sure that I'm still happy with it. And I'm looking for the line over here to be roughly level, so I'm still happy with that, and that's still going pretty good there. So I'm pretty much happy with that now. Now that I've got that majority of the way, as this is quite a large decal, I think I can go for it. Again, I'll just put my thumb under to stop it from going, let it drop naturally, and that kind of drops naturally, and then again putting that across nicely. Look, and I think that's pretty much in place. So that's kind of and you do that with all of the decals. You just same principle, bit by bit. Now on here, the only thing we've got to do is the holes we've got to punch through, but that's pretty wild. Right, anyway, I shall crack on with the rest of the decals, and then I'll give you an update as to where I am. Right, so after multiple hours, over multiple days, step 43 is now completed. We've got the decals on. We need to now move on to step 44, and we'll get on with that. Right, moving on, step 44, and we need to put our wing onto our car, and we mount that using this component, which is your E12, and a couple of these D5s. They act like washers on the top, so effectively this is going to slip like this from underneath. So we pop that like that, and then we pop that like that. We then take one of our 3x10 screws, and we're going to pop that through one of these washers like this. And then once we've got it through with one of the washers, get this the right way around, of course, we're going to collect the hole through here, and I'm going to get a couple of threads on there like that, and I'll pop my finger underneath. Hopefully you can see this on camera, and then so that's one of them. I'll do the same again. And that's that on. And then we place our body onto our car, and I've just seen I need to make a hole here where I've put this decal in, so quite simple. Find our hole, pop our knife through, make a nice hole like that. There you go. And then we take our pins, pop one of our pins there, and another one through there. Now we have step 44 completed. Show you the rest of the car. Okay, and here's the final car. And I think you agree the PS63 was the better option to go for. You could have gone for the PS12 or something like that, but I think that would have been just a bit too bright. I think a Manta Ray is a little bit darker in its colour, and that's why I went for the slightly darker of the silvers, and I think that looks rather nice. I don't know about you. And that black canopy. So what did I learn on this one? So I used the Bitty Design fluid to mask the canopy, and that gave me the nice straight lines on the edges for when I was spraying. So that's something that I've learned from this body. It's a new learning curve. But there you go. I think you'll agree. And the differences between the yellows, the blues, and those greys, and the reds on the decals, you see it picks out. It makes it look rather nice. Yep, there we are. And I think that is a very nice twirl. There we are. And that nice wing on the back look as well. Wonderful, wonderful. So that is the Tamiya Manta Ray. That's my version. It's kind of box art, but with a twist. Hopefully you like it. And yeah, well, thank you all for watching. Really appreciate you stopping by and visiting the channel. And I'll see you on the next one. Do take care now. Bye bye.